And I was listening to a meditation this morning. I used the Insight Timer, which if you haven't used it, it's a great tool. It's a free app. It's a free online resource. Tons and tons of different types of mindfulness practices and meditations. And the one that I was listening to this morning, the facilitator was talking about crafting your practice. And I really liked that terminology, crafting your practice. So a mindfulness practice, as we've talked about, can look dozens of different ways. Meditation is one practice of mindfulness, but taking a walk is a mindfulness practice. Playing music is a mindfulness practice. Doing art is a mindfulness practice. Doing yoga is a mindfulness practice. There's tons of ways. So when you mentioned crafting your practice, that just really resonated with me because that's what it's all about. It's about looking at all these different options, and there's literally hundreds of them, and what serves you. And more importantly, if you pick a dozen or so that you really like, today, what would serve your practice? Today, what is what you really need? And so being able to customize and craft a series of practices that work for you. So I really like that terminology. So as I'm getting back in the swing of things, I got on early this morning because I hadn't done Zoom for a while. I want you to really kind of think about, what does that mean to you? How do you want to craft your practice? During my training to be a meditation and mindfulness teacher, my instructor, my mentor, she talked about these 5 essentials. And I think it's good to think about these 5 essentials in any kind of mindfulness practice, whether it's meditation or whether it's anything else. The first one is okay to have thoughts. Some people really get stuck on this one. They think that you have to clear your mind, or you have to be kind of blank. Well, it's pretty much impossible for us to be blank. Our brain thinks, that's what it does. You have 30 to 60,000 thoughts a day. So having thoughts is okay, and it's going to happen. The key is to, when you have thoughts, is to gently bring yourself back to whatever the practice is. It's important to be kind to yourself. It's important to just know that if you don't get it right, whatever that might mean, that's okay, because there's no right or wrong when you practice. It's just a practice. It's important not to try too hard, not to have a specific kind of experience. It's a natural state. It's a natural process. So just kind of be with it. Fourth is, it's important to let go of any expectations. Maybe you had this really amazing experience and you're trying to have that again. Just let go of those expectations and just be whatever happens, and just kind of be with it as a beginner's mind, we call it. So just experience the experience with whatever it might be. And the last part of the 5 essentials is to stay with the whole practice. So if you say you're going to do 5 minutes or 10 minutes, just stay with the practice. Now, the one thing that I've learned about mindfulness and meditation is that it doesn't always feel good. Sometimes you can get anxious. Sometimes it can actually increase your anxiety or your stress. Those are all normal things too. If there's a difficult time going on, 10 minutes of meditation is not going to make everything okay. But what it is going to do is it's going to help you to kind of reset. It's going to give you some peace for a few minutes. And it's going to give your body a way to release some of that stress and anxiety. And thoughts and tension in your body sometimes is just a way of your body releasing some of that stress. So those are all okay things. And just know that there is no perfect practice. There's no right way to do this. The most important thing is simply to do it. Simply to come into the present moment and be with whatever's going on. So with that, I invite you to come into this present moment. I invite you to get comfortable in your chair, shift around, sit upright, if that's comfortable. If you're somewhere and you feel the need to lay down or to stand, those are all perfect ways to practice as well. I invite you now just to take 3 nice deep breaths in, noticing the breath as it comes in your body and all the way in, and release that first breath. And if you're comfortable, I invite you to close your eyes or gently gaze down to the floor. And then take 2 more nice deep breaths in, feeling it in all the way, possibly into your abdomen if you can. Your abdomen will expand as you take a deep breath in. And then as you release that breath, your abdomen will kind of move back towards your spine and kind of come back into its normal or even less than normal, right? Position. And again, noticing it and feeling it all the way in and all the way out. And now I invite you to let your breath just go back to its normal rhythm, whatever that is for you. Just let it go back to its normal pace, its normal way, and just come into this present moment. Just take a few more breaths, just noticing, just being present right here, right now. Letting go of anything you were doing, anything you will need to do afterwards, just be here. And now I thought as I was planning today, I want to offer a gentle body scan as our practice today. This time of year, it's really important to check in with our body, with everything that's going on. And I learned, I'm taking a course with Jon Kabat-Zinn right now, and he talked about body scans in a new way. So today I'm going to offer a little bit different practice than I normally do. So first, as your body scan, I would invite you just to start at the top of your head and just go down your body, pausing maybe at your eyes, your nose, your chin, your jaw, moving down into your neck and just noticing any place that there might be tension, tightness, or any place that just feels really good, which is just as important as noticing the places that don't. Then I invite you to move down your right arm, again, just checking in with that arm, all the way down to your hand. Coming back up to your shoulders, I invite you to move down your left arm. Just pausing, checking in. And then move back up to your core body, moving down the front of your body, checking in maybe with your abdomen. And then going down your back, your upper back, your lower back. And again, if you need to shift a little bit so you're more comfortable, just checking in with this amazing body that we have. Pausing at your hips now. And going down that right leg, maybe stretching it out a little bit, rotating your ankle a little bit. And then moving down your left leg and doing the same thing. Maybe checking your ankle, rotating it one way or the other, just checking in. And now I invite you to focus on either your right or your left hand, whichever is your dominant hand. And I want you at this point, if you'd like, you can open your eyes to really look at your hand. Maybe close your hand in so you bring your fingers into the palm of your hand. How does that feel? How does moving your fingers feel? Looking at your hand, noticing your fingers moving, thinking about all that they do and all that they support you in, unconsciously noticing that you can pick up a pen and you can write, and just noticing your hand. Perhaps the skin is a little dry. I put on some lotion this morning because my skin was a little dry and I hadn't noticed that. Is your skin dry? It's been so cold. Just notice your hand. And then maybe look at your non-dominant hand. Does it feel any different when you close it or when you open it? When you look at it, does it need some lotion on its back too? Well, I want you just to take about another minute or so, and I just want you to check in with your hands maybe, or any other part of your body. Just check in with your body. I'm going to watch the time and bring us all back together in just a couple moments. So just check in. How is your body right now? And now as we come to an end of our practice, I invite you to keep your eyes closed and just take a few nice deep breaths, being present, being aware of this day, of this moment, of this body, this amazing body that you have. And take those 3 nice deep breaths in, noticing, observing, feeling them as they enter your body all the way in, all the way back out. And when you're ready, you can start shifting in your chair, start stretching. And when you're ready, gently open your eyes. I want to leave you with this quote today from Ram Dass. Our journey is more about being more deeply involved in life, and yet let us attach to it. So be deeply involved in your life and be present and just enjoy the ride when we can. Thank you for being with us today. I hope you had a good time. I hope you will join us again. If you have any questions or any comments, put them in the chat and enjoy your day. Thank you.